Yummy. Yummy.
Common Good TV show. The Common Good TV show. Brought to you by Veteran Rescue Mission. Highlighting the good in the community. Hosted by Pastor John McClain. Tucson's favorite family show. The Common Good Radio Show. The Common Good Radio Show. Brought to you by Veteran Rescue Mission. Highlighting the good in the community. Hosted by Pastor John McClain. Tucson's favorite family show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Common Good Radio Show, brought to you by Homeless Veteran Transition Program, Veteran Rescue Mission. I am Pastor John McClain, here with my favorite co-host and yours, the star of the Common Good Radio Show, Mrs. Alyssa DeMeo with Astrom Consulting. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on, and happy almost Halloween.
I know. I don't celebrate it, but yes, happy Halloween to you too. I thought you were about to say happy almost Veterans Day, so that one I'll
Happy
take.
almost Veterans Day.
Absolutely, yeah. You being the wife of a major in the infantry unit. That's it's a big deal for us, and I definitely really thank you for your service and the sacrifice that you make. I know being a military spouse isn't easy, and thank you.
Well, thank you. Well, I signed up for it. So.
Yeah, you did. Yep. What did you get?
That's what I get.
And speaking of another local hero that we have a buddy, and give me a second because I like to big people up really well, and surprisingly, I just came into acquaintance with this gentleman in our for Tucson passing, but he's been doing great work in this community for so long, whether it's the faith-based community, the first responder community, just helping people in general. But most recently, definitely with the first responder community and just the community as a whole with the group Our America. And this person that I'm speaking of, his name is Paul Parisi. If you haven't had the good luck to meet him, and he is I won't ruin your title, but he is X with Our America, and he's here in studio with us. I guess you let us know what is your role with Our America, Paul?
I'm the Arizona Grassroots Director.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. And so for those who've never heard of Our America before, fill them in.
Well, we're a national organization.
Okay.
And Arizona is the first place we've done grassroots in the entire country.
Mm-hmm.
But our purpose is to unite communities around a sense of pride in America and what makes America flourish. And we work toward a time in our country when supporting America is patriotic and not a political statement.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
When civil discourse replaces shouting, and when standing up for America is more important than standing against each other.
Mm-hmm.
And our mission is to build a broad, diverse coalition of people who support those timeless American values that empower everyone to thrive, including equal opportunity, mutual respect, and freedom of expression. Now, isn't that the American dream?
It definitely is.
You would hope so. Yeah, and it's like, what are we? Probably by the time when this airs, I guess it's going to be airing Saturday and Sunday. We're going to be a handful of days out from Election Day.
Right.
And I know personally that you guys are involved in the upcoming election. Speak to that and in the different roles that you guys have in that.
Right. Well, our four pillars of what we stand for, we don't want to we want to unite people and not go to things that divide. But we're for crime and safety, because everybody is affected by crime and safety. So we look for, we support our police, but we want stiff sentences for the repeat and violent. But we also want to help people when they get out of prison to come back into society and not go back.
Mhm.
And we're also for freedom of thought, and that includes freedom of religion and freedom of speech. And everybody's affected by the cost of living, inflation. So
Mhm.
that's another one of our pillars. And also voter integrity. We're not talking conspiracy theory. We're talking about voter ID. And so everybody can feel safe with their elections. And last month we started voter registration in the Hispanic and Black communities, because those communities are low propensity voters, and we want everybody to have a say in this election.
Mhm.
And now we're doing door hangers for Congressman Juan Ciscomani,
Mm.
so he fits all the pillars that we believe in.
Mhm.
We're nonpartisan, so it doesn't matter Republican or Democrat or Independent,
Mhm.
but Juan is the type of person that fulfills our goals as our America. And we're also backing Proposition 312, which was written by the Goldwater Institute, that we helped get passed, that if there are homeless encampments and the government isn't doing their part in abating them, that you can get a tax refund from the government.
Mm.
And what
Mhm.
this does is encourages the government to do, if there's mentally ill people, get them mentally ill. If
Mm.
there's beds in the community and nonprofits, get them into those beds. But we don't want these encampments that are unsafe for the community and also unsafe for the homeless people that are there.
Mhm.
Wow. So our America exists outside of an election year and outside of election time. So what else do you do for the community outside of that? Because all of these things that you're talking about are so wonderful, but how are you acting upon them?
Well, I just started just a little over a year ago.
Mm.
And I was, like I said, I was the first person they put on the ground doing grassroots.
Mm.
We've also put one on the ground in Georgia, in
Mhm.
Atlanta,
I'm
Georgia.
from Georgia.
Uh-huh. And Carly Eli is there, and she's dynamic, and she's doing many things. But the first thing we did was that they decided that there's 5 cities that have crime like the big cities.
Mm.
And that's Atlanta, Milwaukee, Henderson, Nevada, Pittsburgh, and Tucson.
Mm.
So in Tucson, they said, you have terrible crime because we have enough police. So we rallied, we got people to sign a letter to the mayor and council,
Mm.
over 400 people. Then we fill our grassroots people, we call them hometown heroes.
Mm.
And we fill the Tucson council chamber with yellow shirts, hometown heroes, and urged the mayor and council to raise the budget for police so that they could hire new ones, retain the very best, and give them the equipment they need to protect the city.
Mm. Mhm.
Okay, so just to summarize, it sounds like you enable the community to unify, to bring an issue to the attention of people who can change it. And that is the mission of what you do. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay.
we do. No,
Mhm.
with grassroots, it's the people. You know, the Constitution starts off with "we the people."
Mm-hmm.
And when people are active in their community, they can have a big say.
Mm.
Also in Phoenix, police isn't the only thing, but crime and safety is big. And in Phoenix, the Department of Justice, U.S. Department of Justice, is trying to take over the Phoenix Police Department by getting the mayor and council to sign a consent decree. So we got our hometown heroes in Phoenix to fill the city council chambers, to retain local control, because the Phoenix is really trying hard to take care of any problems with that police department and avert a department of a takeover of that.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Mm. That's interesting. It's just there's so much to cover. We have probably about a minute and a half left, but before we go into kind of like contact information, how people can get a hold of you and plug in with Our America, what got you into it? You know, kind of tell us about your origin story and you know where you were before you got into Our America.
Oh, I'll be really quick with
Yeah.
this. I was with Fort Tucson for almost 12 years doing the government type work,
Mhm.
getting Christians involved in the government process. And then Christy Narcy with Independent Women's Network knew our executive director, or national director, Gabe Nadalis, and he was looking for somebody in Tucson to do grassroots to get the ball rolling.
Mhm.
And I saw what they were doing with their vision, and I said, I think I found you somebody. I
Mm.
think it's me.
Mm.
And they put me on the payroll temporarily, and then in January they made me the state director for
Nice.
grassroots.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. And then for people who want to plug in with Our America, how can they do that?
Okay, there's a website, and it's join, Join, America, or excuse me, join our America, O-U-R, America.org.
Okay.
And there's a button there that says Hometown Heroes. Sign up in Hometown Heroes. I'll get together with you, and I'll help you help others find the American dream.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Paul.
Wonderful. Thank you for coming on.
It's nice meeting both of you.
Absolutely. This is the Common Good Radio Show brought to you by Veteran Rescue Commission. I'm Pastor John McClain. That was Paul Parisi with Our America. I'm here with the star of Common Good Radio Show, Alyssa DeMeo with Ashram Consulting. As always, want to thank our sponsors, Proper Villains for Tucson, We Care Tucson, 100 plus guys who give, Tucson Tamale, Desert Sunset Realty, White Stallion Ranch, Always Faithful Home Inspection, Crest Insurance, Tucson Pack and Ship, Piper Family Painting, Steamy Concepts, Donzel Dust Landscaping, Ashram Consulting, our favorite, Doran Coaching, and Roman Capizano with Country Financial. We'll have all that and more after the break.
Common Good TV Show. The Common Good TV Show. Brought to you by Veteran Rescue Mission. Highlighting the good in the community. Hosted by Pastor John McClain, Tucson's favorite